This is brutal. But the Cavs lost again to the Raptors. 0-2 on them on the season. But before I get into that, I just want to say it's your boy AP, host of Your Cavs, for all your news, rumors, recaps, summarize everything. But let's get into this. Yeah, it was really bad. There was some good, and I will get to that. But right now, let's just kind of highlight the bad. I know that's kind of not fun, but let's get out of the way so we can get it off on a good note. Okay. Mobley. So he just needs more touches, really, because like stat wise, he didn't have a bad game, right? 14, shot 5 for 7 from the field, 2 for 3 from 3, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Like he had a decent game, right? He just has to be a little bit more aggressive, I guess, because only 5 boards too. When you got 2 guards, 2 smaller guys under you out rebounding you, we need to address that, and that needs to become a thing. Before I get more into the bad talk of why I didn't like this about this game, is we had 3 of our starters out, and DeAndre Hunter, Darius Garland, Jared Allen, had CPJ out, Sam Merrill still out, and Dean Wade was out to a knee injury. DeAndre Hunter was a rest. That sounded like I was about to say he was arrested. No, he is out because of rest. Darius Garland is listed because of the toe, but I'm hoping it's kind of just a rest thing also, because he no back-to-backs, whatever. Jared Allen still his finger, so that's not good. So we were shorthanded. Still, I think we should beat, we're still capable of beating them. But, yeah, so back to why I was being bad. Larry Nance, once again, I just feel like didn't do enough, but he also only played 18 minutes, so I can't ask too much of him. And he started too, so I'm confused why he didn't well, I'm not confused. I know why, because I can see that Naquan Tomlin got 32 minutes and had 14 and 4 and shot the ball really well. So I know why Larry Nance. So Larry Nance is not your fault. Naquan is not your fault. Luke Travers, nope. Thomas Bryant didn't really help us off the bench. Tyrese Proctor, another 8 points. Shot the ball like crap, though. Only 1 assist, so it didn't really help us either. Tyson, 15 and 9. Decent game. Lonzo Ball, okay, started this game off hot, okay? I actually have it at the 7-minute mark, okay? The 7-minute mark is when he had his second 3 of the game. Back-to-back, actually. Pretty sure within like 35 to 40 seconds of each other. Second 3. He then proceeded to shoot 10 more and miss all of them. So he ended the game for 2 for 12. And with that being said, that means he shot only 3 2-pointers and went 1 for 3. Not really going to help us there. Not saying he's the reason, because Donovan Mitchell himself came back down to earth. You got to expect these games from you get these games from like guys like SGA too. You haven't yet, but I'm just saying, like, you're going to get it from the upper echelon of like guards in the league. But he shot 6 for 20, 3 from 12, so he was still. Now here's a positive. I'm trying to be a little positive too. Had 8 assists and only 2 turnovers. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Yeah. So wasn't a good game by any means. We lost 110 to 99. I did like some of the stuff, like Chris Livingston. I'm pretty sure he's a caller from the G League. It has to be, because we had so many injuries. He's only 22, so that's promising too. He is 6'6", 220. Had 14 minutes tonight, scored 7 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Didn't make a 3-pointer, but he was decent. Naquan Thomas, who I'm really excited about. I really got to make a video on him on my main channel, so make sure you go check out AP Jones. Just AP Jones. But yeah, we're not going to win games when we let Brandon Ingram score 37 like we wanted Donovan to. Scotty Barnes had 18, 11, and 6. Jakob Poeltl has 7 and 13. Like, that's what I'm saying. Scotty, Brandon Ingram, and Poeltl, like, and Sandro, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name, had 9 boards off the bench for them too. It's like we got outboarded 51 to 37, and our biggest guy on the court didn't even have them. And not for nothing too, Larry Nance, you playing 18 minutes, only 1 board, kind of crazy. I don't like it. We need to be more aggressive. I get we're missing our biggest rebounder right now, but we need like Naquan, like you need to make that a thing for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm glad you shot 6 for 8 and 14 points. That's fantastic. I'm glad that you're starting to feel yourself a little bit more. But you need to, like how you are a menace on defense, you need to center the energy on rebounding and just become our crazy rebounder. Because Lonzo with 7 boards, like that's what. Now this is what I'm saying. Like I wish Lonzo was just a little smarter and realized like it's not your day. Don't shoot those no more. And then because if his stat line was 8 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, and he shot 3 for 8, I would have let it go. I mean, he would have been 2 for 5 from 3 and 3 for freaking, or 1 for 3 from the field, like 2 point. I don't know if I did the math right, but I'm just saying like if he just like calmed down a little bit and maybe even tried to like not try to, because I know I'm not saying he's trying to get assists, but like maybe if his stat line he didn't take as many threes and he was 8, 7, and 10. You know what I'm saying? Not saying we would have won the game. We still lost by double digits, so not all on him. It's nobody's singular fault. But I do like to highlight like the Chris Livington, the Naquan Tomlin. I want to highlight them and how they played. Jalen Tyson played well too. I guess the only thing I can say is I want some guys to be a little bit more aggressive. And they're not – I don't mean the aggressiveness that Donovan Mitchell shows because Donovan's not afraid to chuck, right? Not saying he's a chucker, but he's not afraid to let it fly, right? So I'm not necessarily saying they have to be like that, like Evan and Jalen, but Jalen, you only shot the ball 9 times, you know what I'm saying? Like, be a little bit more aggressive, you know? Like, Alonzo was trying to be aggressive. So I guess that's the only thing I can say is that guys were afraid to be aggressive, and the guys that were aggressive just didn't have it going tonight, which is going to happen, right? I hope I don't see another stat line where Donovan shoots 3 from 12 from 3 or 2 from 12 from 3 for Alonzo in like the next couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's going to be that bad. I'm not saying they're ever going to shoot bad. Basketball's basketball. Sometimes it's just not your night. You can't make this a habit, obviously. You can't let this consume you, which I don't think Donovan will have a problem with. I hope Lonzo doesn't because I know he's been struggling with injury. This is his first full year back and like healthy, like 100%. So I'm hoping this doesn't really like mess with his mind too much. But I didn't like it, obviously. But nobody outside of Brandon Ingram killed us. So if we just kind of made him more of an assignment and kind of took care of him, I don't think we would have. I think we could have took this away. But also, like I said, having guys like Allen, Wade, and Hunter, even like yes, obviously we missed Darius Garland, but Hunter, Wade, and like Allen are 3 other guys you can throw up. Scotty Barnes, Ingram, Jakob Poeltl, and like make them like disrupted, and maybe they don't get as many rebounds. Ingram's 37 points becomes a little bit more harder. Not saying he still couldn't get it because Ingram is a great talent, but it just becomes a little bit more harder. And maybe we do disrupt more shots, and he doesn't end up with 37. He ends up with 29, and then the game changes and shifts a little bit, and we get a stop when we need to and stuff like that. So, but that's the nature of the game. Can't use injuries as an excuse because we still have a talented team. We just have to make it work and get it together, basically. We have, I believe, the Hawks in 3 days. Yes, I believe so. Hawks are playing. They're playing well. They're playing well for sure, but their record really doesn't reflect how they're playing because guys like Jalen Johnson is scary. You know what I'm saying? We're going to need like all the people I said that were out. I don't know if I'm going to look into this. But Dean Wade is on it. Max Strus is not listed on the injury report. And I get he's out, but like they've been had him out, you know what I'm saying? So Trae Young is out for the game against us, so that I don't want to say that's good because I hate saying that's good. I want to go against guys who like are talented like that. But everyone I listed, Dean Wade, CPJ, DeAndre Hunter, Darius Garland, Sam Merrill, they are all game time decisions. Oh, here's the full injury report. Just kidding. They didn't have Allen on there either. Yeah. All of their estimated returns are against the Hawks, though, so that is a good sign. Max Strus is still December 1st. It just didn't list all the players, so that's why he was not on there. But he is within the next week and a half, 2 weeks. So I cannot wait. To see that. But yeah, I hope everyone comes back healthy. We need to stop guys like Jalen Tyson. We have Jalen Tyson. Jalen Johnson is going to be a problem. Evan Mobley's going to have to step up because Jalen Johnson is playing at an all-star level this year. I believe he's averaging 22, 9, and 7. And that's a pretty decent sample size, too. They've played 18 games now. He's averaging 22, 9, and 7. That's pretty good for a 23-year-old came into the league, who's been known besides this last year, because that's when he kind of broke out too. Then he got injured the day before that. But like, he's been more like nobody expected him to average 7 assists probably ever in his career. And I get it's still a long season now, it'll probably go down a little bit, but I'm super excited for this game. It is in Atlanta, so we'll be away. We are 4-4 away right now, and they're 3-4 at home. So let's try to. We know what we need to do there. Yeah, guys, we really need to step up on the rebounding. Because Evans our high is at 8.9. Like, I really want someone to hone in on rebounding, whether it be Allen, just box the shit out of. Like, I really want to see that. I really want to see us start dominating on the boards, especially when our guards are our guards. That was kind of hard to say, but like, especially when we got guys like CPJ and Lonzo Ball that like get up there, and Tim Merrill who hustle too, and Donovan Mitchell who gets up. Like, I really want to see us start dominating on the boards, because that will obviously also help us ensure victory. So with that being said, this has been your boy AP, host of Your Cavs. For all your news, rumors, stats, everything Cavs, coming to you from me, your boy AP. Make sure you stay tuned for the next episode coming soon. Go check out the last episode too. And I'm out. Deuces.